Yeah, it's ready?
You here? Yeah, we here. We here.
Bonsoir, bonsoir, bonsoir Haïtien moi yo. Spécialement Haïtien moi yo qui Miami, New York, Boston, New Jersey, spécialement Haïtien moi yo qui dans TPS, qui dans Biden, et spécialement Haïtien moi yo qui a passé dans misère qu'on y a. Moi je voulais dire nous que Alexis the first, toujours kembe nous, toujours prier pour nous, toujours aimer nous. Pas perdre du courage parce que je connais que quand Dieu prend pour nous, pas quitter les gens qui passé dans le risible, entre notre tête, faire nous sad, toujours content parce que nous gagnons l'un et l'autre, content parce que bon Dieu bon la vie, et content parce que bon Dieu fait un haïtien. Parce que ça sont grosses choses. Ça sont honneur pour un haïtien. C'est pas quelqu'un qui a dit ça, et c'est un qui est très spécial. On gagne avec moi deux bons amis. On gagne Fabiola, on pense à plus nous dans social media qu'on est et c'est et puis on gagne Chalazo. Moun qui chita avec devant social media devant quel screen, c'est moi qui toujours supporter Haïti et Haïti. C'est moi qui gagne un peu l'amour pour pays nous et pour moun nous yo. Parce que malgré ouais gagne un peu haïtien qui parler qui dit bagay de nous, un peu haïtien qui fait faire grise parce qu'il a déporté nous. euh, Toujours gagne l'autre haïtien qui dans l'autre bord qui dans l'autre façade là qui remet nous qui prie pour nous et qui souffre avec nous tout. Alors Fabiola, on me dit bonjour en créole, anglais, que n'importe qui veut parler avec eux.
Yeah, bonjour, bonsoir communauté. Moi, c'est Fabiola Barthélemy. Moi-même, nous c'est Anne Parler Cause des Pays. Tout comme Alexis the First fait dit non. Nous-mêmes, pendant que grand pile critique qu'a fait de grand pile haïtien qui remet pays, grand pile haïtien qui remet nation, grand pile haïtien qui prêt pour faire sacrifice. Là, on a crié, c'est nous tous qui a crié. Là, on a souffert, c'est nous tous qui a souffert. So, c'est pour ça que nous venons là, je dis, pour nous dire que nous aimons en pile, pendant que nous-mêmes, peut-être, nous avons dit, nous sommes American citizens, mais nous connaissons qui souffrance que l'œil, nos confrères, nous avons soufflette, c'est nous-mêmes qui prenons soufflette là tout. L'œil humilié, nous, c'est nous tous qui prenons humiliation. So, nous voulons connaître nous ensemble avec vous et on peut rentrer sur la plateforme dans n'importe besoin que vous gagnez un café, nous connaissons. Sinon, pas qu'à répondre avec elle, nous chercher le pour vous. So, c'est pour ça que nous la jeudi.
Merci, merci. And Chalazo, household name in the Haitian community. Please, Shadazo, what do you have to say to your people, especially now that you're visiting? You know, he's visiting Miami. He came all the way out here just to support Alexis the First, just to support the people in this community. This man flew. I don't know how long to get fly here, but it's a
We had layovers and everything.
yeah, layovers and everything. Just to come and show you his love for you in this community. Please welcome.
I grew up in this community, but I've been gone since for a long time. Moi parle créole to be deep, so I just speaking English. Let me see. I left the streets back in '92, and I didn't get to see these streets for 30 years. So me coming back, every time I come back, I feel like this is something, a part of me that was always left. I miss it. I love it. I don't want to go every time it's time to leave. So I'm going to make my arrangements to come down here permanently.
And that's for the love. That's for the love of his
That's
culture, for the
it.
love of his people. Imagine that. Imagine that. A lot of Haitians think that we're not worth it. We're not worth anything. Imagine somebody wanting to change his entire location, his entire life
Yes,
to
to leave
come
this comfort zone.
exactly to come and support this community because he loves you so much. So I mean, you gotta see the love. I don't want you to experience the love. I want you to understand that this thing is tangible. It's a real thing. It's not just something that fables that people talk about. Love is real. Love is sacrificing. Love is giving to your community. Love is giving to your people.
Love
So
is
understand
action.
that. Yes, absolutely. Fabiola, we were talking earlier. Some gentlemen, their arguments were that one of them was saying that the reason that we're in the situation we're in is because of Haitians and of the bad things we do, etc. And one of them was saying, it's systematic. It's something that it's like other nations have basically corrupted our mind, brainwashed us into thinking that we're the problem. And I say it's a lot more convoluted than that. It's not that simple. For a long time, the U.S. has done such a great job of of propaganda of basically highlighting the United States way of life as the best way to live. And a lot of people had that had other good lives in other countries abandoned those livelihood just to come here because they believed in it so much. And to find that now people are being kicked out very very unceremonial way. being picked up as if they're criminals, being thrown into cages. Even their families sometimes can't locate them, don't even know where they're at. Parents can go out to a supermarket and not come back home. And I guess what frustrates me the most and hurts me the most is the fact that people find that as something that's laughable, something they can make a joke out of. But I welcome those people to look, into their face, into the mirror, and realize that whenever you talk about a Haitian, you're talking about yourself also. You're talking about your children also, your mother, your father, all of us. So be mindful when you make these general comments because the social media is worldwide. So what you say in the comfort of your living room about your own people, that's being seen in China, is being seen in the Middle East, that's being seen in Russia, is being seen around the world. You are introducing yourself as a Haitian, and you introduce yourself as a thief, as someone who's corrupt, as someone who has no good in his heart. So be mindful of these things when the kids are around because this is what they're picking up. This stays with them. Please, it's time for us to change the narratives. It's time for us to change the way we address each other. It's time to change it's time to manifest more of the love that we have for each other because I know we have it.
Alexis.
Yeah.
I know that you got a following that's more Haitian Creole speakers, and you speak in English basically because you know that.
Well,
I
actually, my Creole is not that good either, and I have to flip back and forth. And before I have only been here about a year and a half, and before then, my Creole was like yours. It was very very poor because I didn't have anyone to speak Creole
I
with.
just didn't want to.
But
I just didn't feel want to alienate the ones
I
that
don't
speak
no, I don't
Creole.
think that's gonna happen because believe me, the people who typically when I do roundtables and I do like conferences where people are I usually do English.
Yeah,
Creole is like something that comes like every once in a while, but majority of the time I'm actually communicating in English because the terms I want to use, the way I want to emphasize some things, I can't find the words because I don't know I don't know the translation for those things. So believe it or not, Fabiola, when I interview with her,
Yeah, all balance.
we balance it. She because her Creole is the best out of all of us. But I think what happens though is that people feel the love.
yeah.
They feel the love.
Yes, because listen, love is energy. So saying it in English or in Creole, people gonna feel it. And knowing that how long you've left Haiti, how long I've left Haiti, about 22 years now, and 23. And maybe you grew up here. I remember very,
Yeah,
very
Quebec
young,
as
but
well.
we carry Haiti in our heart because our blood is Haitian. Our motherland is home. Even kids that were born here, you can feel the love. I have my daughter, she's only 10 years old. She was crying for when she heard about the TPS situation. She would go to rallies with me. So the love for Haiti, it does not stop which language you're more comfortable in. But for Alexis to stand here for Zo, that's the one I
Chalazo.
hear, Chalazo to be here. So it's because we love our country, we love our people, and that love unite us to be here and showing it with everybody, make them feel like, listen, you are important to us. Yes, this country may have used us and neglect us and now mistreating us in a way because I feel Haiti deserve better.
You know,
Because if the American people can go back in their history, they would know how important Haiti is to their history and the history of the world. Because
Absolutely.
we brought freedom here. We even fought. 500 volunteers came to America to fight for their independence. So, and we're not people. Yes, every nation have good and bad, but we are not that group that would come here and all we do is bad things. Many Haitians that CPS holders, they have tried to live the American dream by purchasing houses, by getting a good education, grow a family here. But for them to come to the extent to say, hey, it doesn't matter how your country is, get out of ours. So it's okay. But we the Haitian descent, we're gonna stand together and tell you we love you, and no matter what's going on, we are here for you. And you can come under this platform. If there's anything this group can do, we're gonna connect and look for resources to help our own.
Absolutely. Thank you. Well said.
yeah, my bad. I'm glad that you said that because that was something that I was finna reach to when you paused, and I thought you it was ending. I was finna reach to that same uh, area of what you're speaking of because, but what you didn't hit was a lot of Haitians and Americans don't understand that Haiti is the reason why the United States even was created. It was the 13 colonies, right? And by Haiti winning its independence from France, it tripled the size of the 13 colonies, which started the United States of America.
Mm-hmm.
But this is the same thing that they don't understand. The Louisiana territories, which was the purchase, right? It was created from the backs of Haitians.
Yes.
So if it was created from the backs of Haitians and France sold the land that was created from our people, blood, sweat, and tears, right? That means the whole Louisiana purchase belonged to our people. You see what I'm saying? So we are more American, U.S. American, and have the rights to this land
Yeah.
just as much as they do or anybody else that's on this land do, whether you was born here or what.
Yeah.
You know?
Yes.
And so that's the deep down discussion that a lot of people don't want to hold and don't want to have. It ain't saying that I'm no better than you. It's that it's saying that we are one.
Yes.
I am you.
Yes.
You know?
And we
It's
have every right to be proud. You know, I mean, a lot of people are saying, yo, Haitians are going around, 1804 and all this kind of stuff. But, we have a rich history. We have the right to be proud. It doesn't mean that, we're knocking anybody down by saying that, we have a rich history, we have a good history. And such a history is what's going to be really like opening the path for our future. Because granted, we've gone through a lot. This is nothing for us. We used to being like the people that bring AIDS here. We used to being the I don't
We
know, like you name
tell
it.
them we have overcome worse than what's we're going on.
Yes.
What's going on right
So
now.
so this is
We
like this is
this also shall pass.
yeah, this is like a daily grind for us. This is something that we're used to. It's like, very seldom do people think of Haitians and Haiti in a positive realm. But I want you to know, as a Haitian, you have a lot to be proud of, and you have every right to, like, celebrate your people, celebrate your culture, and there's no need to put on a facade and go out there and pretend like you don't feel what's happening to your people as if it does not impact you, because you see when things happen in Black America, you see how they come together to, like, protest, to be able to stand for each other. We should be able to do the same thing. There's no shame in being a Haitian. Actually, it's the opposite. We have every reason to be proud. I know for a fact that God stands with Haitians and with Haiti. And I know for a fact that, all of this is part of his plan. I know for a fact that, what, we're not losing. What may be look like, retreat, what may be look like, something that we're losing. It could be something that, God is using to bring us all together. So I have every faith, I have all the faith in the world that, we're gonna overcome this. I have all the faith in the world that, we have a great future ahead of us.
Fabiola.
Definitely.
You don't know this about me, but I carry this everywhere I go. This flag,
That's the truth.
right? A lot of people don't understand the meaning of this flag.
Yeah.
This flag is love.
Yes.
If you read the top, right? This flag, le mort,
Liberté ou la mort.
right? Freedom or death. That's love in itself, right?
Yes, it is.
The colors, the black, the red. I don't want to hide her.
Yeah.
Yeah, we hiding her up under the thing. The black and the red, right? The people and the bloodshed. All right. In order for you to put your life on the line for me, it got to be love,
Oof.
right?
Yes.
When
Most
this flag was
definitely.
created, our ancestors actually cut themselves and dropped blood onto this flag as it was created. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This is the only
They make a
flag that
pact.
yes, this is the only flag in the world that was made like that out of the blood of the ancestors. That's why I keep on coming up with ancestors when I speak
Yeah,
to you.
yeah. I mean,
Did you know that
yeah,
part?
I did, and our ancestry. I mean, no one really has concrete proof as to where we began, but we can all agree that we all came from Africa. We can all agree that we were all on a slave ship. We can all agree that, when we became into the Western world, we came as slaves, as animals, beasts of burden. Uh, when you think about 1804, what we were able to imagine, what we were able to do, I mean, you have to accept that, this was just like divine intervention. This wasn't just like, some people that came together and did this. And that's why I believe with all my heart that we Haitians are chosen people. I talk about a lot about love because I mean that's exactly what God is. And somebody challenged me today, say, what is love? What do you think love is? I say love is sacrifice. Love is sacrifice. Love is when you're willing to sacrifice for each other. And I think, we've always been willing to do that. We just we've lost our way a little bit. But it's time to come back to we're coming back full circle. We come back to where we are. Which is why I believe that, a lot of people are being deported, which is why, a lot of people are repatriating back to Haiti is because you know what, there's going to be a reunion, a coming of together to uplift our community in our country. One day we will be great again. I mean, we've always been great, but that's always been overshadowed by a lot of the things that's going on, whether it be poverty, whether it be earthquakes, hurricanes and such. But 22 years, we stand still. If I mean, we are undefeated. We are undefeated. I mean, because I can't think of any nation that has gone through so much that we've gone through at home and abroad, but yet we still stand strong. And you can see, look at Fabiola, beautiful. It's like obviously none of what everyone have been trying to do has succeeded. God has protected us, has preserved Haiti as to be something great, and it's a beautiful country. And I tell people, if you have a vacation, holiday, whatever coming up, you should consider going home. Go look at your country. Go see your home. It's a beautiful land.
You want to add so?
Everybody that's on my platform, I got my platform over there, right? Because I see everybody looking at your platform. Yeah, your platform. And I want my people to know that this is Alexis the First. You can follow her on TikTok. You can follow on Facebook.
Yes.
Let them know.
Yeah. And Facebook, I have a website, alexisthefirst.com, all spelled out. And really, my mission is the mission of love, a mission of evolving the human mind, evolving the way that you think, because change is something that's going to happen anyway. Tomorrow will be another day. Change will happen. Next week, next month, change is coming with or without you. Evolution is the same thing. It's something that happens in nature and happens regardless of whether you believe it or not, whether you want it to happen. So you can change. You can make the change for the positive. You can participate in making the change into a positive. Otherwise, at least stop, perpetuating some of the lies, stop perpetuating some of negativity, because what you're doing is that, you are actually destroying your entire, your own race, your own people, with your words. People on social media, please talk about the positive. Please talk about the love. The negative is what I understand is what sells, but it's like it's too rampant. You're making this a reality that is not, saying that our country is dangerous. There's gangs all over the place, and that if we're gonna step, we're gonna be ducking bullets. Please stop perpetuating the lies, especially if you haven't been there. If you haven't visited for a long time, stop perpetuating what you're hearing from someone else. It's time for you to start reading. It's time for you to start, really thinking for yourself. It's not that difficult, because the truth does exist. The truth is out there. And the things that you see in the media is total false. It's total lies. And I don't know to what end, but I do know that, they don't want us to go back to our country. They don't want us to go back to Port-au-Prince. They don't want us to invest in our country. They want us to believe that, it's a pile of dung. That is just a lie. It is an absolute lie. And I welcome you to go visit your country.
Most definitely. You said something earlier that they want us to believe that Haiti is a poor country, but I believe the only thing we are missing is a lack of leadership.
Yeah.
Our soil is rich. Our people, we are one of the countries that it doesn't matter where you put us, we will speak that language. Not too many nations can say the same. We are one of the group, you can give us the dirt, we'll make something out of it. It's the same. We didn't know how to spell freedom, but we dreamt, we had the dream and we lived that dream.
Definitely.
And we make it a reality. And the world still holding us accountable for this. And that's the reason why they don't want to see us thriving. They don't want to see us together. They don't want to see us putting our resources. I don't believe Haiti is poor. Haiti needs his children. And maybe all of this, the best thing we can make come out of it is unite our strength and resources and be what we call to be the first. Alexis the first, we are the first Black nation. Nobody gonna be able to take this from us. And we can do it again. We can make history again. But Haiti will need all his children, Black, brown, educated, uneducated. Let's put our resources together and rebuild Haiti And at that time, they will be the one to look for passport to come and visit us.
Absolutely, absolutely. You know, we are leaders. We always have been leaders, and this is what fight because at any time when you can see whether it be a group of people or even a government uh, go after any other groups this hard, is because they have something to fear. They have something they know where greatness lies. You know, we're not the only one that's aware of this. Unfortunately, we're the ones perpetuating a lot of, like, you know, the false narratives that, you know, Haitians are
Yes.
crooked, they're liars, they're thieves. But imagine whenever you
There's
say that,
nothing good about
yeah,
us.
when your kids leave your home and go to college, wherever they go, you have already told the world what they are. So imagine how they're going to be treated because of things that you say today is going to be how they're going to be treated tomorrow. So the things you say today is not without consequence. It's not without harm. All of these narratives is causing harm right now and it's causing harm for our future. But I believe that God has a plan for us, and no good man, no bad man, no tall man, no short man shall ever, you know, change what path God has laid out for Haiti. And I'm very optimistic about our future because now I can see us coming together. What they're doing that is supposed to tear us apart is bring us closer together and unified. L'union fait la force. Unified. You know, we're going to, like, once again be able to manifest to the world who we are. We won't have to reach back for the history books anymore. We're gonna rewrite. We're gonna continue. We're gonna rewrite that history for you.
Maybe better because this time it will be us writing it, not them writing it.
Absolutely, absolutely.
You got to think about it. Whenever you have people that go out of their way to slander, to destroy, to dehumanize, to defame,
Mm-hmm.
when you have people that go out of their way to make you the topic, the clown, it's because of fear.
Yeah, it's a
Fear.
threat.
You
Yeah, actually, they view you as a threat.
they
Absolutely.
they know that you are a powerful person. When they say it about your country, they know that your country have something that everybody wants. So we got to make that country look worthless, you look useless, so that we can saturate that country, and other people feel like it's okay for us to do it because it's a nothing country,
Yeah,
you know.
absolutely,
And so
absolutely.
the the thing is, when a country can turn its own people to look at its own people as nothing,
Yeah, yeah.
that's devilish.
Yeah,
That's
that's the brainwashing that, you know, like, you know, I think you know
Exactly.
that you know, I don't want to say just the United States, a lot of, like, you know, uh first world countries, that's basically that's a lot, they do that a lot, is brainwash others to make them feel or think that they are better than the others. But, you know, it's like, how are you going to compare these things? You know, it's like, you know, we live in a economy, you know, that's like that's faltering. You know, we now, whenever no one respects the US anymore, they realize that the US is not anywhere near, you know, doesn't have any of the capabilities that it bragged about, is boast about. And we live in a country where realistically, like, it's on its downward spiral. You know, it's like it was at its epitome, it was its highest, and now it's coming down. So now, you know, we're starting to see the reality. And while one nation fall, this is where the other one shall rise. And I believe it on my heart that it's Haiti.
I believe so too.
and it's like we were talking about love. These our ancestors, right? They had so much love in their heart. You hear women that in battle they'll take their kids and put them in cannons. They'll crawl into the cannons themselves to render them inoperable. When the cannons can't fire, they throw them away. And so they push the cannons back to their camp so that the people can have weapons to fight with. You don't know that?
Yeah.
You knew this?
I mean, the ingenuity, the bravery, the selflessness, you know, believe it or not, it still exists. It still exists in many Haitians. You know, a lot of the stuff that people say, they don't necessarily believe it because they act otherwise. You know, Haitians have always loved each other, have always loved other people too. You not just each other. You know, we've always, like, try to help others. You know, after we gain our freedom, you know, I mean, our next goal was
Hospitality is in our
yeah,
blood.
our next goal was to, like, free everyone else. You know, we weren't just like, you know, we're not a selfish people. We're very small. We're very intelligent, and I feel like now more than ever, most Haitians are starting to see that in themselves. Most Haitians are starting to understand that, you know what, this American dream was not their own, and we're now about to create our own. and I'm very excited for
Most
the next few for
definitely.
this year. I'm very excited for the next year, for the next 5 years, because I believe that what we're going to see is something that we never anticipated, something that we never imagined or dreamed. But you're going to see is a new Haitian, a new Haiti, a new Haitian, and that's why I call
A
this.
new diaspora too.
That's why I call this the evolution, because we are going to evolve. We are evolving. We are changing. We are becoming something better, something unique, something that the world have never seen. We did it before, and we're about to do it again, and
Yes,
bigger and better.
most
So
definitely.
stay on that. Pray. I don't send anyone to go to church or anything like that. But keep God close to your heart, because God is love, and God has such a love for our people in our country, that He is allowing man to bring it down as further down as they can, just so He can uplift it and show everyone, exactly, the new Eden, and that's what Haiti is,
That's why I call it zone of existence.
the zone of existence. So
That's
See?
it.
yes, welcome to
ZOE,
yes.
zone of existence.
Yeah, don't want to borrow from people's words, but we're coming
I'm
up, we're coming
learning.
up from the new Jerusalem. What you used to think of Jerusalem, this is the new Jerusalem. This is Jerusalem. We are God's chosen, and I want you to understand that. I want you to start believing yourself, believing in each other, loving each other. Start seeing yourself in other Haitians. Stop thinking that it's their problem and not yours. As long as you are Haitian, it's about Haitian, it's about you. If you were born as a Haitian, that's how you will die. That will never change for you. I don't care how many citizenship, how many countries you have. So when they're talking about Haitians, when you're talking about Haitians, it is you, it is them that's perpetuating this nonsense about how we're not good enough, we're not brave enough, we're cheaters, we're scammers, and all this kind of stuff. Imagine that you, a Haitian, is defining what a Haitian is, and you saying that we're not good. Imagine that you are the one giving this definition. You are the one giving this label to Haitians. Imagine that this is all your fault. Imagine that if you don't learn and to look in the mirror, imagine that this is the world you created for your child. If your child grew up to think that he is nothing, she is nothing, is because of you. You are responsible for what is happening. You are responsible for the future. That means you can make it good or you can make it bad. That is up to you. That's up to me. That's up to all of us. You're not exempt from this. You have to take responsibility for yourself. You have to take responsibility for what's happening, because you had a say so. When it was time to vote, you had a choice to say something. When it's time to rally around the street, you had a choice to say something. You had an opportunity to. When the city hall is open, you have an opportunity to go in there and speak your mind. If
Yes,
nothing is happening, if nothing, this is because of you. It's because of us. All of us. We need to get together.
I did say that one of the reason why Haiti is where it is right now, or the TPS situation is where it is right now, it's because we've been with an elusive diaspora where your problem has not been my problem. But one thing about the Haitians, when it's really, you can see us having a little problem with each other, but once we feel like you hit us to the core, we're gonna do what L'Union fait la force is standing for.
Absolutely.
We've done it with the SIDA thing. We've done it with the HIV when they accused us of bringing it. So we can do it again. And I'm calling on the diaspora. Let's stand together. Yes, I know some people had problem with, people that you welcome in your home and whatever. Let's leave our differences behind. Because if somebody actually slapped my friend or whomever, even if you're not even the same nation, I feel like you slapped me. So if the Haitians right now are being picked up like animals in the street, all of us should be concerned.
Absolutely.
All of us should stand and say no. I'm actually right now saying stopping TPS and doing what they're doing to the Haitians. It's not even a Haitian American thing. It's a human thing. Everybody with a heart should say no. It cannot be this way. Not in this millennium, not in this time. We know there was a time for slavery where we were nothing. But right now, we know who we are and we can fight back. And the best way to fight is to put our strength and resources together and say no to what's going on.
Absolutely, absolutely. I mean, wear your heart in your sleeves for Haitians.
Yes.
I mean, it's like the world must learn to love Haitians, and they cannot do that if
And
we
it
do not
starts
love
with us.
ourselves. They cannot do that if we cannot love ourselves. So
Yes.
wear your heart in your sleeves when it's about Haitian, like all day long. Again, no one's gonna love you if you don't love yourself. So it is up to you how the world views us. It's up to you how they deal with us. It's up to you how they treat your kids.
Yes.
And that is our future. And these kids on social media all day long. Please stop having them hear the stuff about gang, 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 violence, violence, violence. Because I go back and forth to Haiti, I see very little of that there. Haiti has not fallen. Chaque année, tandis Haïti crasé, Haïti crasé. Every time I go, Haiti need to sing to me. So, we gotta go with what is fast. We gotta go with what is true. We gotta go with the love. Thank you so much. Alexis the first, always for you, always loving you, will always stand by your side, and will always pray for you. I love you.
We are.
Oh yeah, thank you.
The reason why I said that is the batteries.
Yeah.
And